Now, let's get that windscreen on, but first we have to put all of this shit back together. Crap. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today we're gonna be working on the little ST because winter is coming and I need to get him ready for winter because I don't want to freeze my ass off. So, for winterizing, the way I do it, because although I'm in a storage unit, he's not getting stored, we're just working here because it's nicer to work inside than outside. We are gonna be mounting a big ass windscreen, connection for my heated gear, some Oxford heated grips, and the mounting brackets for the big ass windscreen. Now, to get everything mounted, we will be needing to take off this entire front fairing because I need to route the cables for the heated grips. We need to take off the old heated grips. We need to take off the floor so I can route the cables, and we need to take off the entire seat because the battery is back here and I want to route my cables underneath the seat to the battery. So, long story short, let's get cracking. Well, that was a bit of a hassle, but the seat is off. The floor is not off because it's held in way too many screws that I'm willing to undo. The front fascia is also off. This was a pain in the ass to get off. We had about 10 screws to find. The old grips are off. Now, to mount the new grips, they do fit, but we have to take off these plastic parts, and we're gonna cut them off and we're gonna sand them down. We have to make it smooth. We have to get it to this diameter because the Oxford heated grip doesn't fit over these parts. So that's next on the list. We have to smooth this out, and then we're gonna try to route our cables. Now, I did take the side panel off. I'm gonna try to drop the cable and catch it there and then pull it to the battery. Let's see how that goes. Also, if you're wondering on the new ST, this is where the fuse box is. And this is the starter relay and the battery. But I'm about to get cracking on sanding that down. And then I'm gonna try and find a way to route my wires from up here to down there and catch them and pull them all the way to the battery. It was a lot simpler on my previous ST, the previous generation. This one has twice as many screws holding everything in. So if somebody's saying the build quality is not great, well, I beg to differ. Alright, so this is done. It's smooth now. Now we can mount our heated grip. Let me just put you guys here. Where's the grip? Here's the grip. All right, first things first, you have to acknowledge this arrow here. This shows that the wire should be pointing down because you want this to spin freely, even with the wire. Also, add a bit of glue here because you don't want this to spin on the tube. So we're gonna do just that. Adding a bit of glue. Not much, you don't need much. Just enough to keep it in place. Okay. And now, so you have to do this pretty quickly. Choose your orientation like this. Stick it in, grab on, and just push. That's about it. So you want it to easily come back to neutral and not get hung up on anything. Like this. Yep. Perfect. Good. Now we need to get the other one on and then wiring. Alrighty, so the grips are mounted. I use this spare wire that I have to drop a wrench all the way down here and just pull it here. And now what I'm going to try to do, this is the wire that attaches to the battery and that the controller for the heated grips plugs in. So now what I'm going to try to do is tie this here and then try to pull it up the way it came down. Hopefully it works and I don't break the connector, because otherwise I have to take everything off. Let's see. I'm also not certain this will reach the battery, but we shall see what we can do. Maybe afterwards after we connect everything, we can drop it down so we can get some length. Yep, should be fine. Let's see. Alright, catching, oh shit. Nice and easy. That's it, that's it. Kappa. Well, wow. 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 That actually worked. It worked a lot better than I expected. All right. So this is the controller that's gonna sit on the dash somewhere. It has a special mounting plate, and I think I'm gonna drill a hole into the support for the windscreen and mount it to that. And these are the plugs. This one goes, this is power, yep, this one goes into power. And then the heated grips in either of these ones. Good enough for me. Now, ooh, this is the tricky part. Right. Get in there. Come on. There you go. This might actually reach. Where do I want the wires to go? Here. Okay, so now, since I am about to connect the terminals for the heated grips, might as well connect my heated gear component. Stay there. There we go. So red to red, that's plus. Now what I don't want to do is I don't want to reset my trip meter. So line up the hole, screw back in, keep it tight. And we're golden. So this, the heated gear has to come off this side. And this is here, has to come off like this. Good. That's awesome. Tighten it down. And now the negative. Same stupid story. I don't want to take it off completely. What a faff. And now I still have to put everything back together and get that windscreen mounted and mount the controller to the windscreen. Nice. Now the controller is connected. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Now the thing with these heated grips by Oxford is, okay, we have power. This controller has a vibration sensor in it and a voltmeter. So if the voltage drops or it doesn't feel vibrations for about 2 to 3 minutes, it goes first to battery saver mode, and then after about 2 more minutes, it switches off completely. So you don't have to get an ignition signal to it. But let's see if they warm up. Oh, this one's getting toasty. And this one? Yep, it's getting toasty. Yep, it's warming up. It's warming up. They are both warming up. Now, let's get that windscreen on, but first we have to put all of this shit back together. Crap. Probably most of you are interested. Let's turn this around a bit. The windscreen. First of all, you have to take your wing mirrors off, but only from the counter nut part. I took them off completely off because I had to take off the front fairing. But let's put them back here. Don't tighten them. Oh wait. Forgot the washer. There's a washer that goes here. Now don't tighten them. You need about 2 to 3 millimeters here. And on with the other one. Washer. Oh, but you don't forget it again. Now, these go in from the bottom. Under here you have 2 holes with some captive nuts. You have this big one and a spacer. This part has to go around the wing mirror, but underneath this washer that we didn't forget to put in. So, first things first, this here, spacer here. And now comes the fun part. Trying to find that blasted thread. Okay, this never happens. It just went on the thread just like that. Can you tell I've been doing this for quite some time? Tighten the top part first. But do remember, this nut here is reverse thread. So as you can see, I'm tightening the opposite way. That should be normal. Okay, this is tight. Now we tighten down below. This is tight. Now repeat for the other side. On this other side, I drilled a little hole here so I can mount the bracket that's about to hold the controller for my heated grips. But we'll see how that looks when we're done. And of course, this one is what I was saying. You can't find the bloody thread. Oh, finally. Okay. So we need this. First, try to put at least 2 in so you can get the screen into position. And so you don't drop it. Here. See, it's a bit of a faff. I'm gonna hold it with this. Put the nut on the end. Tighten quickly. Good. 1's in. 3 more to go. Don't tighten them too much so you can still adjust them, because you are gonna need to adjust them. And there we go. Not too tight. We have to put all 4 in, get it centered, and then we can tighten everything down. Is it straight? Yes, it is. Here, perfection. Now we tighten everything down. You don't have to over tighten these because you have some rubber grommets here, just enough to squeeze the rubber, because if you start over tightening it, you might actually get certain flex in it, a certain flex you can hear. With this rubber it flexes, but the rubber dampens the sound. So it should be quiet. Alright, I've picked up my phone. It might be a little bit shaky, but it has better lighting so I can show you this a little bit more. So, the battery is in the back, wires are going underneath. We have here the wire for my heated gear. This is where I tie in the controller of the heated gear. We have the wires for the grip, the right hand grip. We have the mounting, that's as far back as it goes, the mounting for the heated grips, for the controller, mounted on basically the bracket of the windscreen. Just drill the hole and put a bolt. And on the other side we have my phone mount, and basically this is how it looks. You just turn on your heated grips and you cook your hands, and then down there you connect your heated gear and you cook your nut. Now I am about to get suited up and go home. I'll put all my heated gear on and I want to see how it feels. And also a very important thing, how much electricity the scooter has. Can it power everything? Now everything, my pants and my vest and the heated grips should be around 14 amps draw. And let's see if this one can power all of them at full blast. If so, then basically I have no problem riding the entire winter, no matter how cold the temperature gets. So I'll get suited up and we'll get on the road. Now what I'm looking for is for this. Now regular it's at 13.6 when I'm riding. I'm looking to see how much the voltage drops when I connect everything. So the controller for the heated grips is up here. And I have my heated pants on and my heated jacket underneath, and this is the controller. It has basically 2 zones. One is legs, one is jacket. Let's get on the scooter. connect ourselves up. We're in. So we're just gonna keep it at minimal setting, 1 and 1. It has 5 steps. So 1 is minimum, 5 is maximum. We're just gonna keep it at 1 for now. The voltage didn't drop. Let's turn on the heated grips. So the voltage is 12.8, but I'm sure the voltage regulator will rectify that. So let's get riding. What I am looking for is somewhere in the neighborhood of 13, 12.9, 13.1, something like that. I'm not sure it can handle all of the gear connected at the same time, going on full blast, but we shall see. Let's see some proper winter setup. So 3 on the gear, yes, 3 on both my legs and my jacket, and 75% on the grips. That should give me quite a lot of heat. Okay, the pants and jacket are warming up nicely. We're still at 12.6, that's not bad. Oh, now we're cooking. Now we're properly cooking. I have the windscreen taking just about all the breeze from me. So I'm in a sea of cool and calm. As you can see, my visor is not even closed. So I think you can hear that there is no wind noise whatsoever. So I don't have the wind cooling me down, but I do have my heated gear warming me up. All right, let's set everything to full blast and see what the voltage looks like. So everything on full blast, 12 volts. Now that's not good. Oh, forgot the heated grips, they're not on full. So everything on full blast, 12 volts. It's not great, but in a pinch to warm up, you can keep them like this for a couple of minutes and then turn them down so you don't drain your battery. It's a good setup. Now normally I don't even wear my heated pants for everyday riding, city riding. For that I just use a blanket in case if it gets too cold, because these pants have a pretty thick thermal liner in them, and basically if you're not outside and you go inside for just even 15 minutes, your legs absolutely cook. Like, you just don't breathe. These pants are made for really cold temperatures. So we're gonna put the pants on minimum and the grips at 75%, and we're getting voltage back. Now I turned off my heated gear because honestly it's 11 degrees outside and my plums were absolutely cooking. So I just left the heated grips at 75%, but I just wanted a proof of concept. It's not cold enough that I should have put all my heated gear on, but I just wanted to see if the scooter could charge its battery and power everything I have on me. Because in case of extreme temperatures, this is what I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna wear everything, and it's nice to know that it can do it. So in case the temperatures drop to like -10, -15, I can get to work and back home on a scooter, no problem. I don't have to take the car. Oh yeah, and a word of warning: if you mount heated grips on your bike, after the first winter with heated grips, you're never gonna want to ride anything without heated grips anymore. Trust me on this one. I had heated grips on my old Symphony ST, and basically I put the same heated grips, well, a brand new set, not the same ones, but the same make and model, on this one, because I just cannot go in the winter without a nice warm handlebar to rest my hands on and give me that. It gives you like a small sensation of heat in your arms, and it basically stops your hands from freezing. It's the nicest thing that you could possibly do. Before you start going out and buying heated gear and everything I have, get yourself some heated grips for your scooter or your motorcycle. Believe me, it will extend your riding season. Even if you don't ride at -10, -20 degrees, it will extend your riding season dramatically. Also, get a big ass windscreen like I have. Yeah, sure, they may not be too pretty, but they are extremely functional. A windscreen in combination with heated grips, you can ride with regular gear, regular winter gear, nothing too fancy, to I think about 0 degrees Celsius or maybe a +5, 0, something like that. If it goes below 0, yeah, you may need a heated vest and a leg blanket, or maybe heated pants. It depends on you. But for anything above 0 or between 0 degrees and 10 degrees, a big ass windscreen, some heated grips is all you need. So if you're thinking of winterizing your scooter the way I did, so you could actually ride it in the winter, because that's what I usually do, go for it. They're worth the money. 200 euros is not much money to invest in basically a lot of savings in terms of gas money, so you can get to work and get back home with your scooter and do whatever it is you have to do in the city with a scooter and not with a car. You can see just how good the windscreen is. We're doing 80 kilometers and my visor is open, and I don't think you can hear any wind noise whatsoever, because I sure as hell can't feel any wind. Maybe just a slight breeze from the side, but that's about it. Also, let me know down in the comments below if you want to see, I don't know, a video on my gear, what I wear, what pants I wear, what vest I wear, what tops I wear, my leg blanket, and everything else I wear. Let me know if you want to see. Also, how, I don't know if you can tell, but people were asking how good was the light, the LED headlight on the Symphony. Let's go here because it's dark. This is on high beam, this is on low beam. I don't know if the GoPro can pick it up properly, but believe me, I can see all the way to this illuminated sign up front. The light is awesome. It's exactly how it should be. I can perfectly see. I can see perfectly in front of me. It's really awesome. So thank you all so much for watching. I don't know what you can see currently through the GoPro, but thank you all so much for watching, for liking the videos, for subscribing. We're getting real close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Come on, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Let's get that 1,000. Another huge milestone for the channel. Let's get it before the 12th of December when it's my birthday. But until next time, guys, take care out there and ride safe. Goodbye.